Hey guys, in today's video we're going to look at how we can create a watermark in Photoshop, and then we're going to hop over into Lightroom and see how we can apply that to photos and also create a preset so we can apply that to multiple photos really quickly. Okay, so there are two ways in which you can apply a watermark to an image in Lightroom, both really quick and easy, and I'm going to try and cover them both in this very short video so that you can see just how quick and easy that process is. Okay, let's get started on method one, and you're going to need to be in Photoshop for this and need to create a new image. So file a new, or click this create new button, and then need to take note of two things. Firstly, set your dimensions. I'm going to go for 2400 pixels by 1600 pixels. I'll come back to that in a minute. And then the setting at the bottom, make sure your image background is set to transparent. Okay, I'm going to create a really simple watermark here. You can just drop a logo in if you've got a company or kind of your photography business has a logo, you can drop that in. Otherwise, I'm just going to use some text for this example really quick. So choose the font and style you want and size, and then place it where you want. I'm going to go dead center, or maybe just below dead center in this image, and then set the opacity down to around 25-30%. And then basically all you do is save that as a PNG file. Now, while I'm doing this, quickly to explain in terms of the size I selected of 2400 by 1600 pixels, that is just a good size to kind of reduce a photo down to if I'm going to put these watermarked images onto social media or my website. And it's just kind of a standard landscape aspect ratio when you kind of reduce that down. So let's jump into Lightroom. See here, I'm in the library. It's my photo of Las Vegas on the screen. You go to File and Export, and first thing you'll be used to this is select where you want to export that file to. I'm just going to create a new folder for this. This obviously when you export the image, it will go to this destination with your watermark on it. Okay. Check out any other settings you need to tweak here. First one I'm going to do, file settings. It's set to 100% quality of the image. As this is being watermarked and used on social and wherever, I'm going to reduce that to 66. You can go lower. That's just a kind of arbitrary number I've chosen. Image sizing, this is pretty important. Don't forget we've set our watermark to be 2400 pixels width. So you're going to need to replicate that here. Just to make sure those images, not only are the quality being reduced, but we're also reducing the size to fit the watermark. And then go down to watermarking, and in that drop down you're going to need to select edit watermarks. Okay, find your new watermark that you just created in Photoshop and upload that or choose that to go here. Now you'll see on this right hand side, so sorry, in the preview pane there you can see the watermark in place on the photo. Great. Drop down the top left, you've got watermark presets. We're going to save the current watermark settings as a new preset. This makes it easy to kind of refer back and use in future exports if you need to. Okay, now the other method I mentioned earlier about creating watermarks in Lightroom, you'll see this section here. You've got different effects and things you can add as well. So above that, you could see in the dialog you can upload an image, and then you can do all the opacity stuff, the positioning, the size, all the things we did in Photoshop in that original file. You can also just do directly here, so you don't have to upload your finished watermark straight away. Okay, we're happy with this. Now we're going to set it as an export preset as well. So watermark preset. Creating these export presets, and I'll do another video on these, focus purely on the presets. What you can do is you can export a single photo in the future or upload the different photos to a preset really, really quickly. We're talking seconds. So first of all, let me just show you that that has exported with the watermark in place here. You can just about see that. And if we zoom in, you'll see a slight loss of quality on the photo as well, which is part of that kind of compression that we've set the watermark to do. Just kind of reducing that down for website thumbnails or social media use, whatever you have in mind. So in terms of doing very quick future exports of that preset, I'm going to just go into the library, find a previous import that I've done. So here's a particularly cold night in Northern England doing football over the Christmas period. Let me just pick any of these, that'll do. Very uninspiring photo, but let's go to File, Export with Preset, watermark preset, and all those presets we've just set up, all those settings we've just set up will then be applied to that random football photo, and there we go, done. So there we go, that was a 100-mile-an-hour tutorial on applying some watermarks in Lightroom. I've purposely tried to make this as close to 5 minutes as possible because I know some people are pressed for time and you just want an answer as quick as possible, so hopefully that has given you one. Any questions, pop them in the comments below, or maybe you want me to do a more in-depth video on watermarks across Photoshop and Lightroom. Drop me a comment below, let me know, and I'll try and do a proper 10 or 15 minute watermark tutorial. Thanks for watching.